Hello guys, it is Rachel here back with another awesome video from Makers Gonna Learn, your ultimate die cutting community. If you guys have a die cutting machine that works with SVG or PNG cut files, you are missing out. Click the very first link in the description below to see everything we offer, including about 4,000 digital cut files, 400 fonts. We have amazing printable guides, members only Facebook groups. We have so much goodness in the membership, and we would love it if you would become a part of the family and join us. So guys, without further ado, today we're going to be talking about sealing vinyl on tumblers. So I did a video several months ago about how to seal vinyl decals and things like that, but the amount of questions we got was crazy. So I wanted to make smaller videos and be very short and concise about showing you all how to seal the products individually. So I'll have these on wine glasses, on mugs, on tumblers, on outdoor signs, things like that, printable vinyl exclusively, just because I really want to answer all of the questions. And if we get any more, they'll be video specific, so they'll be easier to answer and easier to reference. And I know that sealing vinyl decals is a big deal because we pour so much time and love and energy into these projects, and we really want to make sure that they'll last forever and they will, be well made and well kept and things. So of course sealing is the best option, but really is it? So today we're going to be talking about sealing your tumblers and how to do it, when you should do it, when you just shouldn't do it, do you have to do it, what projects to use if you decide to do it, and more. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and jump into it. Now, I'm not going to be cutting or applying any vinyl today. That is another video. If you would like to know how to cut and apply vinyl to a tumbler, we have a video for you. I know, big surprise. But let us know if you'd like to see that video and I will give you the link. But today, all we're going to be talking about is sealing it. So we have our tumbler here, and it has a beautiful turquoise quote on it that says, "Do what you love." This is one of our Makers Gonna Learn cut files, and we love it. So we have two products that you can use today, two of which I would recommend. Now, if we're being honest and we're just having real talk, just you and me, then I want to say it is not necessary to seal your vinyl decals, especially if it's just regular vinyl. Now, printable vinyl and things like that you have ink on and things like that, I would seal it. I would at least seal it with some polyurethane spray. But again, that's another video. I will link that one down below if it's not already out for you all. Or excuse me, I'll link it down below if it is already out for you all. But you really don't have to seal them if you don't want to. The way that I think about it is a lot of people, millions of people are out in the world driving around every day with vinyl decals on the back of their cars. You don't see them going out there with Mod Podge and sealing all around their decal, all around their glass on their, on their back windshield or anything like that. I mean, it's just not necessary. They go through the rain, they go through the heat, they go through the elements. Me personally, I had a printable vinyl decal on there and a regular vinyl decal like this one with my monogram on it on my car. I still have the monogram one, and it still lasts. It lasts forever. It still looks really, really good. And I don't have a garage to pull in or a carport to pull under, excuse me. My car is just kind of there out in the elements 24/7, 365 days a year. And we have all 4 seasons here in Tennessee. So it takes a beating and it takes it well. And the vinyl is totally fine. So if vinyl can do so well on your car, then why can't it do so well on your tumbler? Well, it can. So the way that this vinyl is made, and I'm just going to give it a little PSA, I have a feeling, I don't want to blow anybody's mind or make anybody mad, but in my personal opinion, there is not a lot of difference between the different types of vinyl. So like premium or outdoor, permanent, all that kind of stuff, it's all kind of the same. Unless you purposely get one that's less, that has less adhesive, like 631 vinyl, I think is what it's called. There's 651 vinyl from Orcal and 631. 631 is less sticky. 651 is like the regular amount of stick, if that makes sense. And that is the type of vinyl that we recommend. We love Cricut vinyl. It works fine, but we are leaning more towards Orcal 651. It weeds better and it cuts flawlessly, and the colors are incredible. Orcal has so many colors that Cricut just doesn't have, and they have these little these little key rings with little samples of colors, so you can always see the colors that they have if you want to purchase one of those. They're incredible. We'll have those linked down below if you would like to use them and get some of your vinyl. But anywho, it will stay on your tumbler just fine. But if you do want to seal it, that's fine, we understand. The two products that we would recommend for you to use is dishwasher safe Mod Podge or Minwax polyacrylic. This is the clear satin, I believe. Yeah, this is just the clear satin water-based Minwax polyacrylic, and then good old dishwasher safe Mod Podge. Both of these products will be linked down below. Regardless on which you choose, it really doesn't matter. They'll both do the same thing. Just for this, I would personally do the polyacrylic before I would do the Mod Podge, and here's why. Mod Podge will make it, waterproof. It'll seal it up really well. It'll make it, washable to be put in the dishwasher or hand wash and all that good stuff. However, because of its thickness, it will leave you some streaks, and if you don't care about that, that's fine. That's totally fine. You can do this on mugs all day long because you just kind of can't see and or notice the streaks. But on things like stainless steel or glass, you will definitely notice those streaks. So we recommend using that polyacrylic here. Now, in some videos in the past, I have also recommended epoxy, and I love epoxy. If you can do it, please do epoxy on any of your tumblers. However, because a lot of our viewers don't have access to, number one, epoxy, or they think it's too unsafe to work with, or maybe you don't have a turner, because that is really important in the epoxy process, is having a turner for you, then you just can't do it. And I don't want to promote something that the majority of our viewers cannot use. So this is why we are choosing these two to promote today. So I'm going to actually be walking you through how to seal this. Now again, I'm going to be using the polyacrylic today. You can use dishwasher safe Mod Podge. It's totally fine. Personal preference. I just wanted to give you guys some options on what you can seal this with. Now this, I know we're going to get some questions about food safety and everything like that. I have not played around with trying to find a food safe sealer simply because we haven't needed to. These are fine. You're not going to get yourself hurt. These are not super toxic or anything like that. And I know I'm going to get some person commenting like, you're going to, it's going to cause you to get sick or this or that. Please use your own discretion. If you don't want to use these products, don't use these products. I'm not shoving them down your face. I'm just letting you know the options that you have. So we are going to seal this up to the line above the decal, but we're not going to go like around the very lip of the tumbler. And that's for food safety. That's so that you guys can still, put the lid on there and put your, your lips on there to take a drink, and you're not going to like have your bottom lip on the polyacrylic. And that, I wouldn't do that. If I was doing this, I would just go all the way up to make it look more seamless. But if you're worried about food safety and worried about your health and things, which everyone should be worried about their health, but you know what I mean. If you're super worried about this not being food safe, then that is a super easy thing that you can do that really you're not going to notice that much. So I'm going to go ahead and switch our cameras, and we are going to go ahead and dive into cleaning this guy off and then sealing him. Alrighty guys, we have our polyacrylic here. We have a paintbrush. This is just kind of a soft bristle paintbrush. This polyacrylic is really thin, so you want to make sure that you don't have a super coarse paintbrush, or it's just going to be kind of harder for you. So first we're going to clean our tumbler off here. I've got some alcohol in our pump bottle and a paper towel that I'm cleaning this with. And I'm going to put my hand inside of it. It's the easiest way to clean it. I'm just going to start and go clean around it. Now don't freak out that you're putting this on your vinyl. It's totally fine. The vinyl can handle it. It's a lot stronger than people think. I think that there's a misconception that vinyl is super fragile and it's going to peel up immediately and this and that. And while it will peel up over time, just like really all vinyl will, it's still pretty darn sturdy, especially if you use it correctly. So we're just going to go ahead and kind of wipe this off. There's a couple little fuzzies there, and then I'm going to take my hand out. Now we're going to follow this method through the whole thing. I want to be sure to put my hand in here and then do it that way. It's just easier. So I'm going to open up our polyacrylic with the back of our reverse tweezers here. Perfect. And now I'm going to put my hand in here, and I'm just going to kind of at the bottom here, rotate this around to where the vinyl decal is facing me. Now, first of all, let's just appreciate this decal. Look how cute this is. Do What You Love. Is that not just the cutest? Again, one of almost 4,000 cut files from Makers Gonna Learn that you guys can have today if you would like to join. So we're going to scrape off the excess there, and we just have, brush full. And again, this is super thin stuff. So we're going to start in the middle, and we're just going to kind of work our way around the decal here. Make sure you have a good clean paintbrush. That definitely matters a lot. You don't want to have a bunch of weird stuff on your paintbrush. You could get some little fuzzies or color from not washing it properly or something like that. Just make sure you have a good clean paintbrush. And then we're going to go up here, and then we're going to stop right at the top of that decal. Now, if you can see up there, let me get close, super close. You can see right there where we stopped. That's what we're going to do around the whole thing. And that is going to create a seal around the top of the decal. You don't have to worry about drinking from it. We want to make sure that it's good and sealed. So we want to make sure it's over the decal a little bit, but that way you guys can still drink from it and have a ton of safety there. So now we're just going to work around. I'm actually going to take this and twist it and finish my little edge here, my little lip that I'm not going to do. Perfect. Okay, awesome. And now I'm just going to go through here. And you guys can be super light around the rest of it, because we're just wanting to seal the actual decal. And to be quite honest, the only reason we're sealing the entire thing is to make it all one texture and one color, and so it's not so noticeable that you only sealed, one side. Like if we only wanted to seal the decal, I'm gonna help out my hand and move it around here. But this looks so good, guys, and it's easy. This is super easy to do. Just seal that up. Super thin coat there. And then this stuff is super quick drying, especially with what is such a light coat that we added. So this is it, guys. Like, this is all that you would do. After you let it dry, you're going to add 2 more coats. But I'll fill you in on a secret. Since you already added a coat around the entire thing, it's all going to now be the same color and texture. Now all you have to worry about is putting extra coats on the actual decal. So if you can see, the decal looks great. Everything is going to be like the same color. You can see some tiny bubbles. Those will just kind of fall out. This stuff is really, really thin. So unlike with like a Mod Podge, you don't really have to worry about which direction your brush strokes are going. So that's super handy. So that's really all there is to it, guys. Just leave this like it is, and then you guys can take this and let it dry for about half an hour. Then you can come back in, add another coat, and then add another coat on your decal. And then, guys, just let it cure for a while. I would honestly give it like a day or 2, and then you're ready to go. And this is also a great option if you guys have a business, if you like to sell what you make. Again, with that yearly membership with Makers Gonna Learn, we do offer a commercial license, meaning you guys can make this, seal it, and sell it for your own profit. But it's a really good idea to seal the ones that you make for other people. Like, you really want those to last forever, and you want to do right by your amazing customers. So that's what we'll do. But so cute, guys. Super easy. You can see it's all the same color. It looks super seamless. Now, again, I personally would go all the way up with it so you don't see that kind of lighter stainless steel up at the top. But you feel free to do this if you're worried about, the food safety and things like that, because it is so important that you guys stay healthy. So I love the way that turned out. It looks super good. Let it dry. Now, this stuff will be dry to the touch. So if you touch it and it's still tacky, don't give it another coat. I would give it a good half an hour before you add another coat to it, and then you should be good to go. After 3 light coats on the decal, then you guys can let it cure for several hours. I would give it a day or 2 though, just to be safe, and then you guys are good to go. Then you have a perfectly sealed tumbler. Well, guys, I hope that you thoroughly enjoyed this awesome video all about sealing your tumblers. It's a really fun, easy way to make sure that your tumblers will last forever. Although, again, you do not have to seal them if you don't want to. Don't feel the need to feel pressure to seal them. Or if you're wanting to do something for the holidays, you could always put like a Christmas quote on there, and then after Christmas is over, if you do not seal that, which it should definitely last over the holiday season unsealed, then you can peel that vinyl off and have your fresh tumbler ready to go to add another decal and things like that. So you could interchange them through the holidays if you choose not to seal them, or you could seal them and have them last forever. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, check out the link down below to see everything that we have to offer in our die cutting machine membership. We would love for you guys to be a part of it. And again, guys, give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment if you have any questions. We're happy to answer them, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.